the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. Monday Night Primetime is underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. And here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important. And I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do you guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. As he makes the recovery.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on and dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does though bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw by Williams. Flush down out to his left.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now Williams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That was cut on the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Again, it's Williams. Gets him on the in route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
So on fourth down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left half. Santos' kick is good, and they're on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalked up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On again comes Ryan Rice for another punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. On the left side. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw is Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Williams again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more important, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with the hit to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. Fumble earlier and now totally stuffed on that one.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, Instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. McCarthy looking to throw. As a man, Justin Jefferson. Just after the catch, he is hit and stops. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to get the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Oh, they're going to have a fullback giant power for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Vikings who have first and 10. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. McCarthy trying again on second down. Has it downfield, working left. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Well, their last drive's not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Working from the gun, Williams gets his target. That's DJ Moore. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
And the Bears first down.
Williams to throw on first. He puts some camera on a deep one left. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here's Swift on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up third
Williams from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce and it's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10 now from the 30. They start with a give to Jones. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Ruben Hippolyte the second, able to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. From the 32. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. McCarthy throwing here. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
10 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Ryan Wright on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And the shotgun again to Swift. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Jones with a run to start the 3rd quarter.
Hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the 1st.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Vikings.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Thielen's got it. Complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Fullback drive, power and across. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Vacates quickly left side. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Zach makes it 3rd and goal from the outer reaches of the red zone. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Swift to start the drive. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dive play straight ahead. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Williams. The right side hauled in by Komet. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up all like Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From midfield on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Throw left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. They did it! He made the interception! Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First down, Williams to throw. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Connect brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Looking to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
That's good for our Chicago Bears. 1st First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at their 49-yard
He'll look to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this one doesn't go far. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
Brings up second down.
And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on third down. Now to throw. Completed here to Komet. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Gronk as they force this fourth down.
It's now fourth down and 1.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Setting up to pass. And he will score. Give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10. It's McCarthy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing now. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. To throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.